Hi everyone. Update. It seems our frame rate is dropping. Maybe all of this downloading, doing. Stop all the downloading. Okay, so what we're doing right now, we're going to do an update. Then we're going to shut off some computer. I think it'll be this one. And that's going to have an impact on the service. So you may see some things going down over the next 24 hours if you are tuned into that type of stuff. I'm not sure what all this is. Oh, it's trying to turn... It is trying to turn idle back on. No. I had a problem with these two computers. They keep turning off. Or they keep trying to go into low power mode because of changes in the Linux kernel, because they're desktop systems that I repurposed as server workstations. So they have loads of RAM, they have no GPUs, or no GPU to speak of. And they could probably use a reboot before we turn everything off. All right, so the one distinguishing characteristic of this machine that we're going to shut down that has an impact on the rest of the cluster is that this one node runs Docker. It runs the Docker engine, whereas the other nodes have all been upgraded to Containerd, which Kubernetes, I don't want to say made the standard, but it made the default choice, whereas Docker used to be the default choice for Kubernetes. And there are obviously a bevy of reasons why they did this. I can't claim to know or understand all the reasons, but I know that it had an impact on some software that I care about. And so you might know about some software that I care about if you know me at all. I talk about Hefi workflow a lot, or Deus workflow. So we may have to publish some new websites while this is down, and we may throw up the white flag and bring it back up rather than cope with the outage. But the purpose of taking this down is to see how many things we can migrate away. We have basically we have no production here in the Hefi workflow dev chambers here in my house. This is also known as the dev cave, I guess, where I work on things, all sorts of things related to open source, Flux, and Happy Workflow and Kubernetes. So a lot of this stuff runs under Happy Workflow because it has always been the easiest total package to explain, to maintain, to install, to understand, to utilize, to deploy software, up to and including websites, which are a deceptively simple category of software that if you've been in the software development world for long enough, you probably don't want to maintain any more websites than you already do. I don't know. That might be a true thing or maybe not. But so it's not going to be a very long video. We're going to shut some things off. I might turn them back on when I come back from breakfast. I might leave them off for the whole weekend, but let's look and see what are we going to lose when we turn this off. Well, there are a couple things we're going to lose that are not Ruby apps. So let's mention commits to. Commits.to. This is a great piece of software. Was it offline already? Did we? No, it's not offline already. Here we go. Oh, wait. Yes, it is. That's not good. How did that happen? Maybe we're rebooting already. I'm just not paying close enough attention. Let's see. Can we tell from BotCube? That would be great. I would like to see. Yeah, I'm getting paged by BotCube, so we did this to ourselves. We're upgrading, but that's okay. Some things are going to go down, some things are not going to come right back. That's what we're going to see. Or they'll come right back, but then they'll go down again. So maybe the blog is already down, or maybe the connectivity to the blog is already down. That's what it looks like, yeah. All right, so well, Commits to is a great app. The Happy Workflow blog is great. There's also teamhappy.info. I'm going to guess that all the things on this node are going down now because, or maybe it's just the connectivity. Anyway, we only have 3 nodes, and they're not really highly available the way they're set up. Lots of things going wrong here. Sounds like my dog just rang the bell. She's ringing the bell. What the hell? I think she learned how to ring the bell. We got my dog a basket of new toys, and she hasn't touched most of the toys yet, but I have to go check on the dog because she's ringing the bell. I want to see what she wants. Formative moments. The dog did indeed learn to ring the bell, and now she's learning to ring the bell for a treat. Alright, so we're going to get all the nodes rebooted. Hopefully we'll get to see these websites that we took down before they're really gone. I'll be right back again. Yeah, so what else is in there? Alright, we'll go. Commits to, there's a public and a staging. They're both public. Deus, we have my old wedding website here. It's old. We've been married for going on 9 years. Here's another one. How to, let's see, what else is in here? Oh, we got our stats.ruby and ruby.hefty.pro. I think one of these is alive, or both of them. Okay, let's see. We have to go again. Be right back. So what I am hoping is that when these two nodes come back and the third one doesn't, we'll still be able to interact with the cluster, but we will lose track of this Heavy staging cluster. And before we bring it back, we're going to make an inventory of all the things that we're running on it, and some kind of architecture diagram, I guess, so folks can understand what's going on in here, because it's kind of a lot here. Maybe it looks nicer if we sort it. I think we found that before. Yeah, this looks better. All right, yeah, we got our blog, 2 instances of commits to, how-to.kubeconfig, stats viewer, Deus workflow docs, the wedding website. Are any of these going to come back on their own? See if they're actually broken. It's a lot easier to justify shutting it off, but these things are all being served when an update is not in progress, so We got pods coming back now. Looks like our control plane is back. Daemon sets coming online. Rest of the pods yet to be scheduled. And the reason that we're taking this node offline is because we need the Ethernet cable. It's not for no reason. We're actually going to take a backup of my laptop because I need to format the thing. I'm probably going to wind up doing that this weekend. So we're not going to format this node because it's got lots of fun stuff on it that couldn't be immediately restored. Persistent volumes, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Not on this. There is one on here, but go up to the management cluster. You can see there's a lot of persistent volumes. Oops. Well, we can't see that right now. I guess we're not authorized. See a red light on the hard drive. Looks like it's trying to do something. Here we go. Checking in again. It must have rebooted now. There we go. Yeah, we're going to reformat my laptop because the Touch ID is not working. I could show you a couple of pieces of software that are impacted by this, not by the Touch ID itself, but by whatever is causing the Touch ID to not work. There's a disconnect between the secure enclave and my account credentials, so it's kind of a miracle that I can still access my saved passwords, but that's the extent. I can't do Touch ID, I can't do a lot of things, so I'm going to take a backup of my laptop, which is going to go a lot faster with the Ethernet cable. I could probably just shag another Ethernet cable and not take this node down, but what a great opportunity to talk about all these legacy services that I've carried with me. Commits to is from the Beeminder umbrella. I didn't develop that. I have not developed any of these pieces of software unless they are a website or a CI/CD system. I wonder if that makes me typecast. Scheduling disabled. So right now, QRead is what picked up on the need to reboot the node, and it's doing an orderly reboot of all these nodes. So if this one is not finished being rebooted and brought back online, then we should see both of these nodes are still healthy, and we should be able to see the status of the other nodes from this one since it's the master. Hopefully. Yeah, great. All right, yeah, and that one node did come back. So we should see pods starting again. We should be able to see our website's coming online soon-ish. And I'm gonna wait because I have to go eat breakfast. So this doesn't come back right away. Yeah, you see they're all coming back now. Some of them will take a little while because there's another cluster that runs Harbor, and we need Harbor to be online before they'll come online. That's what these init containers that are failing image pull back up. They're waiting for Harbor. So to run your own container registry or not to run your own container registry, well, understand the availability requirements of a container registry. I would recommend offloading that, but we don't have one here, and I keep getting notified by Comcast I'm about to go over the limit, so we do have to cut back on bandwidth or we're going to pay more money each month, since it seems to be consistent. Let's take a look at Harbor. It's on the Mu cluster. Should have a similar problem to this one. No, it's not going to work. All right, well, we're going to come back and these things are going to be all rebooted. And then I can show you. So we'll do part 15 today as well. All right, see you later, everyone.